you. Welcome. It's grammar time. Today we'll learn about these two interesting words, to and enough, plus adjective or adverbs. So come on, pay attention to the next explanation. Let's see some examples first. Some students are too proud to ask for help. Some students are too proud to ask for help. So I think that's not good, right? Or look at the next example. You're never too old to learn something new. You're never too old to learn something new. Of course, we can learn every single day. Can you see? This is how you use to. Now let's see the explanation. Well, always use to before an adjective when something is more or less than necessary. Remember, more or less than necessary. For example, some students are too proud, more than necessary, right? Or you're never too old, to learn something new. Remember, always use to before an adjective, but always if something is more or less than necessary, not if you have the right quantity. Now we have two more examples. Come on. I didn't get to class early enough to get a good seat. I didn't get to class early enough to get a good seat. Right, I'm always late. Or look at the next example. There wasn't enough time to get everything done. There wasn't enough time to get everything done. Yeah, only 24 hours? Duh. Well, in this case, we'll learn to use enough. Let's see the explanation. Always use enough after an adjective or adverb, but before nouns. Remember, always use enough after an adjective or adverb, but before nouns. For example, early enough, or old enough, tall enough, right? After the adjective or the adverb, but before nouns. For example, enough time, enough money, etc. Hey, don't use to with adjective plus a noun to mean very. That's not correct. For example, this is a too polite person. No. Only say a very polite person. Well, let's see some examples. They have too many problems to deal with. They have too many problems to deal with. Oh my God. Or there's too much pressure to get a high score on the exam. There is too much pressure to get a high score on the exam. Of course, it is an important exam. Well, today we learned about too, but this is something else, right? Too many and too much. Let's see the explanation. Always use too many before plural countable nouns and too much before plural uncountable nouns. For example, too many problems. Right. Too many apples. Right. Or too much time. Perfect. Too much pressure. Yeah. But in this case, when you use too many or too much, of course, is more than enough or more than you want. All right, now it's your turn. Come on, can you think some examples using too, enough, too many, or too much? Come on.